2, it is Wednesday, 3rd of March, and that means we are just 5 days away from our return to school. How exciting! And I said on Monday that I cannot wait to be standing in front of a class full of children instead of empty chairs. So it's time for Phonics with Mrs. Wood. Now it is Wednesday. On a Wednesday, we'd use look at tricky words, but we're not today. So we're going to start our warm-up look at tricky words before we go into our main learning today. So we're going to go with tricky word trucks, and I've chosen high frequency words today. So those are words that we see lots of when we are reading and we need to train our brain to remember. So I'm going to go with the sunshine on the beach. I'm going to go with this truck. I'm going to go with a nice grassy green. Are we ready? Oh, this was a tricky one. We learned this one just 2 weeks ago. Thought. Did you get it correct? Ha 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 ha. Laughed. We can't wait to see our friends. Mouse. Oh, what is the time? The story started with once upon a time. We looked at this one last week, a contraction. I'm is short for I am. Do not do that. Don't do that. We've got a contraction again using an apostrophe. Got a split diagraph here. Came. We should know this one. Should. Okay, this is if something belongs to them. It is their coat, their hat. Oh, I really need a glass of water. Water. This one of our spellings just a couple of weeks ago. Very. If we know should, we know would. Make sure that we use our manners at lunchtime when we return to school next week, and when we have our dinner, we say please. Saw. Made. Tricky word. Our phase 5 we've got where. About. Your. So this is when it's yours, it belongs to you, your. Again. I can't wait to come to school again. Through. Make. If we know should and would, we know could. Have we trained our brain to remember these words? Looked. This is me, Mrs. Oh. Different. If we know Mrs, we know Mr. We are people. By. Written by. Here. I am using my eyes. Eyes. Any. One of our other spellings. Day. On Monday, we return to school. I don't want to get old. One of our tricky words, called. Who? Who are you? Who is that? Asked. One of our spellings, many. Oh, we've been practicing spelling this word as well. It is a conjunction. Can you remember it? It is because. Work. I cannot wait to come to work next week. Work. House. Rhymes with mouse. So did you get all of those 43 words correct? There were some tricky ones there that we haven't looked at before. Remember, Phonics Play is free at the moment still. So get as much use out of it as we can while we've still got that free login. Okay, so it's Wednesday. Let's look at Wednesday's learning. So this week, we've been thinking about alternative spellings. So looking at one sound and then the different graphemes that we use to write that sound. So on Monday, can you remember? Let's wind our minds back, wind back to Monday. And on Monday, we looked at which sound. So have a look at my board. Can you remember which sound we looked at on Monday? And it had 3 graphemes that we'd learned so far. So we only know 3 graphemes so far that make this sound. So we had IGH, I for night. We can remember this one as well by saying I go home. I go home at night. IE also makes I for tie. And split diagraph, I for slide. So on Monday, we looked at 3 different alternative ways of writing the I sound. And yesterday on Tuesday, we looked at, I've got a goat, a toe, and a bone. What was our sound yesterday? Tell you're grown up. We had O for goat, O-A. O-E, O for toe. And O split diagraph, O for bone. Did you remember those? So today, let's have a look at today's pictures to give us a clue. Oh, and I've only got 2 graphemes today. I've got a picture of a cow and a picture of a fluffy little cloud. So let's say cow together. Cow. Cow. What sound can you hear in the word cow? Let's try cloud now. Cl, cl, oud. Cloud. What can you hear? I can hear the ow sound. And so far, we have only learned 2 ways of writing the ow sound. So oh, now what do you notice about Mrs. Wood's owls? What do you notice? I've got O-U, ow for cow, and O-W, ow for cloud. What can you spot? Tell your grown-up what Mrs. Wood has done there. So I'm right, I've got both owls, O-U and O-W, but what have I done there? I've swapped them around. So I should have my cow for OW, our phase 3 owl, the first owl that we learnt, and my most recent grapheme for owl was OU, owl for cloud. So just 2 graphemes today that we're looking at year 2. We've got owl for cloud and owl for cow. Did you catch me out? Did you see that Mrs. Wood has swapped them round? Okay. So I've got lots of words again. I would like you to sort in to the 2 columns. So I've written lots of different words, all of them containing our ow sound, but which grapheme have I used? So pause the video. Okay, pause the video, and I would like to divide your board just into 2 today. So we've got owl for cow and owl for cloud, and you might want to draw cow on the ow side, the OW, and a little fluffy cloud on the OU side. Okay, so pause your video and have a little go at that. Okay, how did you get on? So let's read some of them together. We've got cloud. And remember cloud, we know it's OU because it's how we remember the ow, the OU grapheme. Okay, here. Ow, cow. Now I know that's OW because I know I remember that grapheme as in ow for cow. Okay. Let's look what else we've got. We have some tricky ones. Ow, but oi, cowboy. Now I know that's one of your spellings this week, and I've got the ow grapheme and the oi grapheme there as well. So that would go into OW. What about sprout? Oh, Mrs. Wood doesn't like sprouts. Which ow? Where did you put the word sprout? So don't forget to send me your photographs and your words and how you've organised them into both graphemes. Okay, now I've got some sentences, and in my sentences I've missed out the ow word. So what I would like to do on the back of your board, turn over your board, and then you're going to write the missing word that I've missed out of my sentence. Okay, so read the sentence that you're grown up, and can you spot the word that I'm missing? And the word will be OW, ow, or OU, so it will contain one of our graphemes from today. Okay, have a little look. The blank rode, there's our split diagram O, rode his horse. The blank rode his horse. What could be missing there? The blank rode his horse. What could be missing? Did you guess it correctly? You can pause, remember. We should have got cow, boy. And we had the O-W, ow for cow. The cowboy rode his horse. Did you get that one correct? Okay, have a look at the sentence. Okay. The blank made a funny, or we've got our Y making the E sound there, a funny face. I've got my A split diagraph and my soft C here, where the letter C is making a sound. The something made a funny face. Did you get it right? Clown. So which ow is clown? Got it correct? Cla. Got our lend at the start. Ow. Clown. The clown made a funny face. So we should have 2 in OW. Okay. The something are looking for Luffy in the sky. Have a look with your grown up and what is missing in my space. Is it an OW, grapheme ow, or is it our OU, ow for cloud? Did you get it correct? The clouds, right above there, the clouds, I've got my OU ow, are looking fluffy in the sky. Did you get the correct ow, the correct word? So we've had 2 OW words missing and our first OU. Okay. Oh, and I've got 2 spaces here this time. Okay, let's read it together. Did you see we've got a tricky word here, little blank in a blank? Have a look at my picture to give you a little clue. Did you see a little blank in a blank? Did you get it correct? Okay. Did you see a little ow? We've got our OU, our ow for cloud. Did you see a little mouse in a, what rhymes with mouse? Where might he live? In a house. I'm asking you a question there. Did you see a little mouse in a house? Okay, so my task for you, my challenge for you today is, can you write your grown-up a clue of your own? So can you write a sentence, or for me, if you want to send it to an email to me, write a sentence, it can be a question or a statement with a missing word, but that missing word must be a word with the ow sound, and it could be using the OW grapheme, or it could be using the OU grapheme. So your space must be missing an ow word. So write me a clue, a question, and I've got to find the missing word. Your sentence may even have more than one missing word, like my last sentence. Okay, year 2. I'm really enjoying seeing your work. It's the last week now, so that last big push, still lots of home learning to prepare us ready for next week. Bye-bye.